Collectors all over the country have Robert Winkler's sculptures on their properties. Now you can hear the Asheville artist talk about his work and legacy in a free talk 11 a.m. this Saturday at Mars Landing Galleries in Mars Hill. 2 of Winkler's sculptures are on the grounds outside the gallery. All the details are in the event listings at marslandinggalleries.com. Wake up, Asheville. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your newscast for Friday, November 7th. As the federal shutdown stretches into its second month, food insecurity is intensifying across western North Carolina. Local nonprofits like Bounty and Soul and Manna Food Bank say they are overwhelmed as SNAP benefits for nearly 30,000 Buncombe County residents remain frozen. Officials warn that even a partial federal release of funds won't cover the gap, and state leaders have shown little urgency. Community groups and local businesses are stepping up with food drives and fundraisers, but advocates say these efforts can't replace federal assistance. One leader warned that we'll see hunger at a scale we've never seen before. You can read more on this in the Asheville Watchdog. Meanwhile, the federal government is releasing another $155 million in disaster aid to support western North Carolina's recovery from the storm. It remains unclear how the funds will be distributed locally. FEMA has provided over $849 million to North Carolina since the storm hit in September of 2024, but many communities have reported delays. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem's spending rule requiring personal approval of large contracts is believed to be a factor. Governor Josh Stein welcomed the funding, calling it long overdue. You could read more on this in the Citizen Times. Leslie Carey, former chair of the Henderson County Democratic Party, has resigned, citing death threats against her family linked to her husband's activism. Despite this, she remains hopeful about the party's future. Her husband, Jay Carey, a disabled veteran, faced threats after burning an American flag in a park near the White House in August, saying he was protesting President Trump's policies. The Careys are also involved in community mutual aid, including a new lunchbox pantry for school children. You can read more on her in the Citizen Times. Educators and advocates in Asheville are calling for renewed investment in public schools amid falling state funding and rising private school vouchers. At a recent State of Education forum, Asheville City Schools Superintendent Maggie Furman noted a 33% drop in state education funding since 2010, even as $11 million in opportunity scholarships went to Buncombe County private schools last year. Speakers voiced concern over the growing gap in accountability and access between public and private institutions. Buncombe Schools Superintendent Rob Jackson emphasized that adequate funding is critical to student success. You can read more on this in the Mountain Express. And Waynesville town leaders are concerned about a significant loss of workers in essential departments. At a recent council meeting, officials reported a turnover rate of nearly 40% in public works, with 9 out of 80 positions currently vacant. Human Resources Director Paige McCurry emphasized the need for a pay study to make salaries competitive with nearby communities. Many departing employees cited pay as their main reason for leaving. The council approved a $10,000 consulting proposal for an 11-week compensation study. Leaders are also considering a broader review for all town departments to address ongoing staffing challenges. You could read more on this in the Smoky Mountain News. Our daily newscast can also arrive in your email every weekday morning. Sign up for our newsletter at wakeupavl.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook or Instagram at wakeupavl. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks for waking up every weekday morning to Wake Up Asheville.